be lifted, shifted higher than the ceiling. And ooh, it's the ultimate feeling. You got me lifted, feeling so gifted. Sugar, how you get so fly?
Why did you have...
Abdullah from Glucose Network here, bringing you another fucking video, another day in fucking Adelaide, mate. Now this video is a question video compiled with an announcement video. First question of today, / the only question, hashtag what the fuck. Shout out to you for sending your question in. Cheers, bro, okay? It says, Salam from Malaysia, brother. Been entertained and inspired by content when you put up on Instagram, YouTube. Met you with the honors, yada, 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 yada. It was a pleasure meeting you, by the way. Thank you so much for coming and say hello. I fucking really enjoyed meeting you, bro. You're a cool cunt. Now, it says here, wanted to know your take on lifting for strength while fasting, and are you doing any specific programming for your lifts? I'm currently cutting before my first ever powerlifting meet in November. I've been hearing that's about a year, but yeah, I've been fat for most of my life and only started lifting 5 years ago at Fitness First QV. Shout out to all the cunts in Melbourne who know where Fitness First QV is. What's that supermarket next to Fitness First QV?
Laguna.
Okay, shouts to those. They have this dope tofu, it's like a protein bar, it's killer. Good question. Now I'm gonna get straight into it because I tend to ramble and fucking go forever. And I got my potatoes in the microwave like I do every fucking night, and I wanna fucking eat them. All of you unaware cunts, there is a lot of Muslims on this planet, okay? I'm Muslim. I know you cunts are gonna hate me after I say that. All my subscribers are gonna go down, okay? Oh, I'm doing this fucking Al-Qaeda fucking infidel cunt. Muslims make up a large majority of the fucking world. Okay, I tell cunts my name's Abdullah, they say my name's Damo, and I'm like, what the fuck? Right now, we are in the thick of Ramadan. In a country where the majority is Muslim, the majority religion is Muslim, you're gonna have a much easier time from Ramadan. Because the whole society caters their whole fucking day around waiting for that sun to go down so they can eat, okay? Everything is open later, after the sun goes down, and stays open later. Like, I've been in Jordan for Ramadan, and the gym's open much later, and people go to work much later, and all this other shit. So it makes it very much easier to fast, and the window, for your feeding window is much larger. People in a Western world, like where we are right now, I don't know about Malaysia, but in Melbourne, whatever, people don't really give a fuck, okay? People don't really give a fuck because the majority isn't Muslim, okay? So you might have to go to work at 8, and then you have to come home at 5, and then you have to go train, and you have to be in bed by 12 so you can get 8 hours to go back to work, and it makes it very hard to get a lot of fluid and a lot of food in that short window. You're only gonna have a certain amount of energy to expend during Ramadan for your workouts, and you need to be really diligent about how you fucking spend that fucking energy. You need to focus on maintaining strength during Ramadan. You might even gain strength, but all you need to focus on is maintaining strength, okay? Because you don't want to go backwards. You want to go either, you want to maintain or you either want to go forwards. But I wouldn't be planning any real progressions during Ramadan if I was you. I just wouldn't be doing it. What I would do is I'd look at my program. And when I look at my program, I would minimize my program down and just cut out all the excess shit that doesn't really matter for me. Because I know that I would want to get in and out of the gym pretty fucking quickly because I'm not going to have a lot of time. Look at my routine, I would minimize it down to what I really need to focus on. Okay, you can be doing your curls and laterals and shit, but you don't need to be doing 5 sets of this, 10 sets of curls, 20 sets of curls. And on the big 3, squat, bench, deadlift, clean, jerk, snatch, whatever you do, your main lifts, I would focus on maintaining my strength. You just do the same progression you did last month for the month of Ramadan, okay? With the same numbers though, even though you know you're stronger. And just focus on technique. Focus on improving the lifts you've already executed. Shift your focus, okay? And I would even say, don't be doing high volume. So don't be doing 10s and 8s and shit. Yeah, maybe fuck it, do 1 set of 10, 2 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10s. But I would drop the fucking reps, okay? I would bring down the volume on the reps in terms of just the given set. And I might do a few more, I'll do multiple sets, 3, 4 sets, whatever. Okay, and just focus on technique, okay? Sweat is fucking precious during Ramadan. You can do a lot of technique work in 1 month. Think about how much technique work you can do with 1 month worth of technique work. 1 month worth of technique work. Treat it like that. Think about how many technique gains you can fucking get if you just take the whole of Ramadan to work on your technique and just maintaining your strength. You need to be really focused on your eating, okay? I'm saying, if you're in a Western country, you know, cunts aren't gonna be out when iftar, you know, when people have iftar and shit, when the sun goes down, whatever. People aren't gonna be out till late at night eating with family and friends and shit. You might have to fucking go to bed. So you might only be able to get in 1 fucking meal. So you need to make smart food choices to get adequate calories in that short of time. Also, if you're really fucking want to maximize, you know, your energy during Ramadan, I would say get up before the sun rises. Okay, if you pray, whatever, get up. You know, you're going to be getting up early anyway. But I would say get up and have a meal in the fucking morning. Have a meal before the fucking sun comes up and you have to start fasting. Have a big meal, okay? And drink a fuckload of water, okay? In Ramadan, I would be taking the maintenance approach, focusing on technique, low volume. But in general, programming with the lifts, I like to think of myself as I've been training for a while now, but I still don't consider myself advanced because some of my lifts aren't at an advanced level of strength. So I would consider myself intermediate. So I run programs and progressions that are aimed at intermediate fucking lifters. For a natty, I've got a high level deadlift. I don't care what anyone says, okay? But for my bench press, I don't even bench no more, but things like squat and shit, it's not. So I just run basic progressions for them lifts. I like linear periodization. If you haven't jumped on a program, linear periodization is king, okay? So let's just say you do a 10-week block, okay? First 2 weeks, like you go 10, 10, these are weeks, okay? So 10, 10, 8, 8, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1. Start at 55%, work your way up to 100. If you've never run a program before, you can run that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, fucking 9, 10 times before you gonk out, not 10, but whatever. A high amount of times before you stop seeing major fucking increases on it. And you know, you might start with your training max every time you run that program, you're making big jumps. And eventually it's gonna slow down. You might only add 5 kilos of training cycle, whatever. It is what it is. I think cutting for your powerlifting meet in November is fucking stupid. Okay, I think it's stupid. Not because we're in Ramadan right now and you can't cut or whatever. I just think in cutting for your first act, it's not like bodybuilding, bro. Performance-based event. You need to have energy and you need to have confidence. And especially in your first one, you might not be as confident as you want. The only way you're gonna get confident is through your training. The training is what makes you confident when you go into a competition. If you are confident with your training, the training that you've done, you'll smoke meet day. Okay, you fucking smoke it. And you have a great time, and all you have to do is be smart about your attempt selection, but you'll have a really good time. I recommend getting a good coach, okay? Shout out to 3MJ. I recommend eating enough so you can progress really hard and get some really good gains going into that meet, man. So you have that confidence from all the work you've put in. So when you get to meet day, you're like, bro, I don't even need to worry right now because I put in so much fucking work that it's not gonna fucking matter. All the work is done. All I need to do now is focus, go out there and do my job. But also I realized you're gonna do what the fuck you want to do and I can't tell you otherwise. Slow as fuck weight loss to maintain a high level of performance, okay? And if you get really lean, you're gonna lose performance. Sometimes, you know, you gotta think about your long-term goals. Okay, you gotta think about your long-term goals. Do you wanna be shredded for the powerlifting meet or do you wanna have a good powerlifting meet that's gonna set you up for more powerlifting meets down the future where you're gonna feel confident and wanna keep doing powerlifting meets and have a really good experience and a really great time? You know, you've got plenty of time to cut. I hope I answered the question, okay? I hope it answered the question. With the fucking cutting for your first powerlifting meet, bro, just really think about it. I don't know how fat you are. I saw you, bro. You're not even fat. It's not one of those like bodybuilding things where, you know, look strong, be weak. You kind of need to be strong and to be strong, regardless of how you look. Right. Think about where you want to be in 5 years versus where you want to be in 3 months. I'm not saying get fat and bulk. I'm just saying eat enough so you can maintain your level. Like eat enough so you can gain performance. All right, that's the fucking video. Hey, you know what we say? Shout out to your mum, shout out to your sister, shout out to your boyfriend, shout out to your spouse, shout out to your ex-girlfriend, shout out to your boyfriend. We support gay marriage. I hope you fucking do. Shout out to all my fucking cunts on the tube. Follow me on fucking Twitter. I'll see you fucking tomorrow.